Hi, Dr. Paul Haider here. Well, today I want to teach you two simple ways of meditating. And I want to give you a little background. It's a way to really shut down the brain for a little while and make the prefrontal cortex of the brain thicker, and you become smarter, you become more creative, actually lower down inflammation in your body. We stop the body from creating autoimmune disease. We a whole plethora of different things. We get rid of stress and anxiety and all kinds of things. There's about 700 different positive attributes of doing meditation. And with all the stress in the world right now, people need this more than ever, I'm telling you. And I'm really making this recording today because a lot of you don't have the capability to go to a center and learn meditation. Maybe you're far away from that center, or it costs money a lot of times to learn meditation. So I want to teach you two simple forms that are very simple and easy to use, and it's about doing the practice. It's the practice of meditation every day. It's not something you do skip a day or so. It's got to be every single day, twice a day, twice a day. That's the important thing. And putting in at least 20 minutes. I recommend 30 minutes in the morning, 30 minutes in the evening, first thing in the morning, and around 4 or 5 o'clock, or just before going to bed, is really important. And it'll lower your blood pressure, help the hormones to regulate themselves better, uh, slows down the amygdala, the fear part of the brain, so we don't have that running our life. And we actually get more serotonin going in our brain and more dopamine, so we were happier, and on and on and on. Even the great monk Thomas Keating talked about meditation as super important. He believed is what they called meditation in the Bible is contemplation, and the Bible was actually meditation. And Thomas Merton and so many different other people. The Dalai Lama is really big into meditation. That man's in his 80s and he looks amazing. It actually, meditation will slow down the aging process and actually change our genes so that we become healthier in general. Stress is one of the biggest killers in the world. And my dad died of a stress heart attack at 57. So you don't need to go down that road. If I could teach my dad today, if he was still alive, I would teach him meditation. And you don't have to pay for anything here today at all. You're going to learn all this for free. So it's really a simple process. So first one I want to teach you is a mantra process. It's just a simple word. I'm going to use the word Om. And before we even get started with that, I like to sit in an upright chair, like but a comfortable chair, and feet flat on the floor. You can sit cross-legged. You can sit on the meditation cushion, whatever you feel comfortable with. That's the most important thing. It should not be too hot or too cold in a room. It should be quiet also, because noises will bring you right out of your meditation process. If you have kids in the house, do this before they get up. Put a sign on the door. I put a sign on the door I let my wife know when the door is closed, I'm doing meditation. Don't come in. So it's really important. Then that's really about it. It has to be done at the same time every day. And you have to start this process of the ritual of meditation. And then the mind gets used to doing that every day, and you miss it. I never miss a day of doing meditation ever, because I just don't feel right if I don't do meditation. So it's super, super important. And it's about allowing ourselves to find that inner peace. There's no doubt about it. It changed my life. I was a depressed person way back in my 20s, and when I learned meditation over 30 years ago, It's changed my life, and depression never happened again, and I'm a joyful, happy person. And that's another thing it brings you, a great exuberance for life and joy also. And so I'm going to start out with a mantra. I like to use the word Om, and like OM. And a very simple thing, a lot of people feel that's the uh, tone of the cosmos, which is actually the creative force of the cosmos itself. And to use that actually resonates with every cell in our body. And it's very simple. We just get into a comfortable position. You're going to breathe normally. And I like to do a little body scan first because you're uptight like this. It's very difficult. It's very difficult to meditate. And many of you might be like that. So it's good to close your eyes and do a little body scan, maybe from your toes up or from your head down, and just breathing in and telling yourself to relax your scalp, to relax your eyes, to relax your jaw, relax your tongue, relax the back of your neck and all of your back, and relax your upper arms, elbows, relax your lower arms, wrists, hands, and fingers. Relax your lungs and your heart. Relax all the organs in your abdomen. And relax all your hips, and relax your upper legs. And then with every breath, just relax another piece. Relax your knees. Relax your lower legs, ankles, feet, and toes. And just keep going through this process. And then start the mantra. And the mantra is, you're doing it silently to yourself, but I'm going to say it out loud so you kind of get an idea of what the mantra is all about. And then I'll go into the silent mode. But it's a process of allowing yourself to see that other intruding little thoughts come in. And they will. There's no doubt about it. Some days I have really great days and there's not a thought hardly that comes in. Other days there's thoughts that come in all the time, and it's about allowing myself to look at those thoughts and go, oh, I see that. Isn't that wonderful? And then go back to the mantra. It's not about pushing it up. Oh, I got to go back, or get out of my mind, or whatever. No, it's just, oh, that's great. I see that. Now go back to my mantra, or so we go, Om, 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 Om. So that's trying to give you an idea. I'm saying that out loud so it'll give you an idea. But you're actually going to do this inside now. Your eyes closed, and you're going to say the Om in your mind. And then almost as instantaneously as you start doing that Om in your mind, your brain waves change. There's entrainment that actually happens with all your brain waves. Your beta, theta, alpha, alpha, theta, all these different brain waves, delta, all start to move in the same pattern, which doesn't happen normally. It never really shuts off or finds a place of peace inside. And when you're doing this, and I actually have videos, pictures of my own brain waves, it goes from really fast to just about nothing. And we need that to recoup and heal our brain. not only our brain, but also find peace and get rid of anxiety and get rid of stress and get rid of the cortisols and adrenalines that build up in our body. And we start to feel great. Absolutely. There's no doubt about it. Even my two dogs meditate with me. Isn't that cute? So that's really it. If you don't want to use Om, use another word. I'd rather use a word that doesn't really mean a whole lot. You could even some doctors recommend using the word one. I mean, that's great, fine, but it still means something. I'd rather use something that doesn't mean a whole lot. Om also has a nice vibration through the whole body. And if a thought comes in, you say, wow, isn't that great? And look at that, and I accept that. I'll move myself back to inside my mind saying the word Om, 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 and kind of making it Om, that long vibration. And that's it. That's simple. It's very simple, and it's about the practice of meditation. I have been doing it for 30 years. I've just started. And so that's very, very simple. It's about allowing ourselves, and nobody ever masters this. It's about, it's not that you're trying to outdo somebody else and be a better meditator or anything. It's about working with yourself and learning to help yourself. That's what it's all about. I want to teach you another form of meditation, which is even simpler. It's about breath work. And instead of saying the word Om, you're just concentrating on your breathing in and breathing in and breathing out, breathing in and breathing out. And if a thought comes in, you say, oh, isn't that interesting? And look at that and loving in a kind and loving way and allowing yourself to come back to your breathing. Breathing is very important because it's something we do without thinking, and if we try to hold our breath, eventually we pass out and start breathing. We can't control it. So to concentrate on it, it kind of disappears. So I find it very simple, and it works wonders for a lot of people. And these are the two most important ways of meditating. And it's very, very simple. So you're just going to sit down again. And as far as your hands go, you can put them in your lap just like this, or you can put them up like this. They have a lot of sensory perception capabilities, so if you put them together, sometimes people don't feel that feeling, and so I put them in my lap like this. And close your eyes and start breathing in, concentrating on your breath in and concentrating on your breath out. Breathing in and breathing out and breathing in and breathing out. Now I'm just going to go silently inward for that. And I find it, even just for that short break that we just did, a great amount of peace filters in. You can do this also in short breaks. I recommend you at least do it in 30-minute segments at the beginning of your day and around 4 or 5 o'clock or before bedtime, which is super important. I put in an hour every morning and an hour every night. I find it super important, especially if you want to have, connect with your maker, you want to have more spiritual connection and that type of thing, the more time you put into meditation, the more connected you become. So it's really important to put in the time and feel the peace. You cannot have a spiritual connection if you're not finding peace inside. Absolutely, positively not going to happen. But and if you have fear going on there about this, allow yourself to say, I see that, I love that, I understand that fear, but I'm going to allow myself to just concentrate on my word, my mantra, or concentrate on my breathing, and everything's going to be fine. And then if you see a thought come in, just say, oh, I see that, that's very nice, and I'm going to go back to my mantra, back to my breathing, and allow myself to do my healing inside. And it might be that every 5 seconds you have something like that come up. Just gently allow yourself to embrace what that is. Oh, I see that. And then go back to your mantra, go back to your breathing, and be loving and kind with that. And then after a while, it'll be 5 minutes before an intruding thought comes in. Maybe after a while, it'll be every 10 minutes or 20 minutes. And some days you won't have hardly any thoughts come in. Other times it'll be more difficult. But don't give up. That's just the process of meditation. That's absolutely amazing. And you probably won't see the major changes in your life, but other people will. They say, wow, you're more calm, you're more peaceful. They're just a loving aura around you, a loving kindness that comes from you. You seem to be more connected and disconnected from all that stress that you used to have, and on and on and on. So you'll start to feel things change in you the more and more that you put in the time to meditate. And you got to make it part of your life, absolutely, positively. And when you do this, your health is going to get better. Absolutely. We've had so many thousands upon thousands of studies showing that it makes a big health difference, and also can change your genetic code also. Turn off bad genes, turn on good genes. We have studies showing this, absolutely. So here's to your meditation process, and if you have questions, feel free to get a hold of me. All my consultations are free. I hope you will subscribe and tell others, and pass this video along to other people, because we have a lot of stressed out people in the world and they need this help. And there's no reason to die of a stress heart attack like my father. It's absolutely no reason at all. We can overcome stress and find that deep down sense of inner peace that we all need. And so I highly recommend that you do make this a practice in your life, which you can't do without. And you will find that peace. I guarantee it. But it just takes a little time. And if you're running like a chicken without a head, you need this more than everybody. Remember, all my consults are free. If you want to get a hold of me, all my contact information is down below. My phone number, you can text me. You can get me on my Facebook page under Dr. Paul Haider, Dr. Paul Haider. You can message me on there. You can WhatsApp me. You can get a hold of me a lot of different ways. Email is really great also. My email is drpaulhaider@gmail.com. drpaulhaider@gmail.com. And my phone number is 831-869-9119, 831-869-9119. And so feel free to contact me, and I'm here to help. Everything is free, and I just want to make a difference in your life. And remember, most of all, next thing also, if you care to make a donation, that's greatly appreciated. But most of all, above everything else, remember this one thing. I love you.